Most vans would turn back here, but not this one. The Noovo Next keeps going, confident on any ground. More than an all-wheel drive machine, it's a 5-star hotel on wheels. Sophisticated, elegant, and relaxing. Wake up to a beautiful sunrise. End the day with all the comfort from home. Share time together, the way it was meant to be. Noovo Next, your path to freedom and comfort. Anytime, anywhere.
Hi everyone, it's Maggie. We're here live in Tahoe. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. We are so excited to get to finally show you the 170 Mercedes Sprinter Noovo Next. Now, we're not going to necessarily get into the interior with me right now. We have something even more special planned. Right after this, we're gonna cut to the new Van Caskey's full Noovo Next walkthrough video. They did such an incredible job showing you all of the features and hidden gems that we packed into this thing, and I can't wait to see your guys' feedback. Now, one thing to note, we are in the chat, so if you have any questions, comments, things you want us to talk about, please write them in the chat feature that you'll see on side of this video, and we'll be answering all of the questions that you might have all day on our Instagram, our Facebook, and of course you can reach out to us directly through any of our contact channels on our website, nouvolife.com. Now, let's get into that tour video. Here's the Noovo Next.
You are looking at the brand new Noovo Next on the Mercedes Sprinter 170 3500 XD chassis. It's taller, it's stronger, and smarter than any Class B van we've ever toured. Mercedes power on the outside and Noovo innovation on the inside. Now imagine this, heated floors, a reclining bed, a solar system so strong you can walk on it, a stove hidden beneath porcelain countertops, a brand new 48-volt electrical system with a 5,000 watt inverter, and so much more.
This isn't just a van. This is the next chapter of van life. Let's get started with the full tour.
So let's get started right here in the back. So back here in the garage, here on the passenger side, you have your electrical system. On this side, you have your water system on this side with an exterior shower connection. And what's really awesome about this huge space is it even gets bigger. Would you look at that? So this lift bed allows you to increase the storage capacity of the garage. You can fit all sorts of things back here. E-bikes, inflatable paddle boards, canoes, skis, snowboards, just about anything you can come up with. And I have to say, the branding is pretty impressive. And this electric bed has controls here in the garage space so you can fill it up, but it also has controls up front so that when you're sitting in it at night, you can lift it up and watch a movie. Got a special surprise for you with that. Oh, well, let me quick run through a couple of things that are back here. So you have 120 volt power, you have 12 volt DC power here, you have your outdoor shower with heat. And then in these two cubbies, on this side, you have your electrical system. More details on that coming. And then water is on this side.
And then what's underneath here?
So this is access to all of your systems. So your access to your electrical system, access to your water system.
You know what I'm noticing, Bob?
What's that?
There's vents right there. What?
Yes.
Airflow.
That's
Who
for their
would've thought?
inverters, so you can have good airflow so that it doesn't overheat.
Wow. Such a thing. Look at this cool garage space.
You have LED lighting underneath.
Oh, wow. So far, it looks like they've thought of everything. Welcome to the bedroom. Guys, do you see this? Like, this is amazing. You can sit up, you can lay down, which I'm gonna put it down in just a second. This is a Green Tree memory foam mattress. It's the same one Noovo puts in all their vans. And the size is approximately 65 by 74 inches. And right here, you'll see these are your controls for the bed inside. So let's go ahead and put this down. All right, let's keep moving. I'm sure you guys are dying to know about the rest of this van. These windows, standard windows that Noovo puts in all their vans. They're amazing dual pane acrylic windows. I think my favorite part is they are awning style. So you just open them like this. Voila. And then if there's bugs, put the screen down. Or for blackout, voila, privacy. I love it. And they have a little bit of fabric over here, which I just love that part of Noovo, that they use fabric. And there's a little secret cubby. I cannot tell you how happy this makes me. Oh, guys, this is a little cubby. You can put your phone in here, your book in here. What a great use of space. So I think it's on both sides. Yep. Yep.
A little bit better, yeah.
A little bit better. Okay, felt lined. Okay, moving on to the storage. Right here, which we have a book in there, we have some wires in there, but this is a little storage area. Then you have your storage areas.
Overhead for all of your stuff.
Overhead for all your stuff. There's some of Bob's clothes. Decently sized, I would say.
All felt lined.
All felt lined. Have the same ones over here. And then you have more storage over here. More storage over here. Little lights.
So what's nice is you have local switches and you have the control system that you can control those lights with.
And then right here, which is a new feature, you can do red, you can do off, you could do hold it, it gets bright, hold it, it gets dim, double, it goes to white. Hold it, it gets bright. And yeah, and look at that. That is an awesome light.
So you may have noticed from some of the drone shots that there is an AC unit on top of the roof. That Truma unit sits right above me, and here is an access panel to the ducted AC for the van. So there are actually 6 localized vents within the van so that you can control where the airflow goes. And the thing I love about it most is you don't have that diffuser right here in the center of the van where I always hit my head on. There are countless tours where I am walking through the vans and I hit my head. And I don't have to worry about that in this van because of the ducted AC. So the ducted AC allows you to control exactly where you want the airflow. So if you're sleeping back here, you can close the 2 vents that are in the front, focus all the air to the back. You can have it blow on your face, your feet, next to you, wherever you want, and actually keep you very comfortable. So I won't show you this yet, but this is the remote control, which I believe, yep, it's magnetic.
What? I did not know that.
This is the remote control for the Garmin control system. So you have a wireless option that you can use back here or outside of the van, but more on that in a minute. Wow. Okay, so I just found something that I'm actually pretty impressed with. These buttons, not only do they turn on and off the lights, but they also allow you to dim the lights.
Oh my goodness.
So Noovo has done a great job integrating local switches into the control system as well. I'm a huge fan of having local switches. If you need a light on, you just can walk over and push the button to turn it on right now. But you also have all of that remote control through the control system where you can dim it, turn them on, turn them off, set moods. So we have one more feature I think we're gonna end the video with to show you back here.
But it's a game changer.
It's definitely a game changer. So let's move on to Hillary's favorite storage compartment in the van.
So what we have here is a real wardrobe, in my opinion. I don't know if that's what they're calling it, but you have shelves, guys. Like, my little bags fit in the shelves, and then I have my clothes, and I have Bob and I are sharing this this cubby, and then down here you get to hang stuff, and we're storing our backpacks. So, and did you notice that there's light in here? There's a little button right here. Do you see that? So when you shut this, the light turns off. And when you open it, ta-da, there's light.
So you do have the option for hangers, or it's pre-drilled for additional shelving down here, all the way down. So here is the bathroom. So I'm gonna step in real quick so you guys can see how much room there is. I'm 6'1", I can stand up and I just hit the top, and I have shoes on. I just hit the top of the shower, so plenty of room. And you might notice that there's a dry flush toilet in here. So one of the things that they've integrated into this bathroom is you can select some different options for toilets. There is a lot of passion around toilets in RVs, and this will allow you to have some flexibility. So you can talk to Noovo about the different options that they have, but what you're able to do is remove it so that when you step into the shower, I now have even more room to stand in here, shower, move around, do all the things I need to do, and I have plenty of space. So you have your shower, light, and your exhaust fan right here. And then down here you have your controls for temperature, and you have a toilet paper holder. Plenty of storage back here, and a Nautilus shower door. Moving on to my favorite area, there's some really neat features in here. So this refrigerator has a freezer compartment up here. This refrigerator has plenty of storage with 3 shelves and some capacity in the door, but it also has this drawer. It is not the freezer. This is a refrigerator, and it allows you to put, you know, larger, taller items like bottles and things like that in there. So above the sink, you have this large storage cabinet. We've got our dishes up here. So here on the end of the cabinets for the galley, you have these beautiful curves that wrap all the way around. And inside, you have storage.
More storage.
So nice and clean. They've installed this large deep sink, and you've got water and filtered water. And this is a hospital grade filter that they install in all of their vans. And you have controls for the water pump here. So you can turn on and off the water pump, and 120 volt power. Down below, you've got storage. This is where the trash can is actually at, with access to your filter. So as you can see, they've got nice dovetailed drawers. This one's very big. Here in the middle is where we've got some pans and some other things. They're all soft close. They've got the latches to secure them. Here we put our silverware. And now, we need to talk about one of the most innovative things that I have ever seen in a van on the galley. So here you have this new drawer for the Invisa cooktop controls. And integrated into this 1/2-inch porcelain countertop is a 2-burner induction stovetop. So the Invisa cooktop works with their induction ready pans, or it comes with these silicone rings that can be used for general induction cooktop pans. The Invisa cooktop comes with the Invisa pans that have these knobs here on the bottom, so you can cook directly on the porcelain countertop. In my opinion, one of the coolest safety features is when I'm done cooking and there's something hot in these pans, the countertop is still cool to the touch. So we have been cooking on this, and it is amazing. I absolutely love this innovative cooktop, and it really does change your galley into a more usable space. So here at the end of the countertop, Noovo has continued the curves all the way around. This is also very functional in that it allows for a better, transition in and out of the van. So it creates more space. Having these nice rounded edges both on the countertop itself and the curves on the end of the cabinet definitely prevent you from hurting yourself on some sharp corners. But they've also integrated storage into it. So here we've got our coffee machine, some food down below, and then they have storage on the end as well. And again, they're just taking advantage of all of the space available in the van and maximizing the storage capacity. And on the end of the galley, they do have local controls for lights. And here on the sliding door is one more window. So you do have bug screens, you've got blackout shades, you can open it up for ventilation. Got bug screens, which you can roll up and down right up here. And you also have the same thing on the rear doors in the back of the van.
Moving on to the living space, which I've been taking advantage of. It's the perfect height for getting work done. But let me show you everything this space has to offer. This is the table. You just pull that down and it can go this way so that you have more space. We're gonna flip this chair around in a little bit, but if that chair was flipped around, I could have went that way also. You also can angle it that way. I could be sitting here, someone could be sitting in the passenger seat, and we both would have table space for a meal or whatever. We moved the table down here. All you had to do was take this off and you put the pillows down, and little kids, animals, anybody that can fit here, be a little extra bed. And right here you have 120 volt AC. Over here you have USB-C and USB-A. Again, I love all these little places to plug things in. Another little cubby right here, felt lined. Tables back in place. Those outlets were something new that they've added to this van. And then the next new thing that they've added to this van is storage. Wow, that is so big. That is huge. You've never seen it, have you?
No. This is the first time I've seen down inside there. I knew that it was there, but I wanted to see how big it was. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is neat. So, new thing that they've added right here. And then you have another window, same exact type of windows that we've been talking about the whole time. More lighting. Here's your switch. It's dimmable, same thing. And right here you have another vent, AC vent. You actually could rotate it 360 and it can open and close at 90 degrees. I cannot believe that I can sit here and work on my computer or eat a meal and we can have AC blowing on us.
Above the living space, you have this cabinet. It has some additional storage here as well as over here. And this is where the Starlink actually is at.
It's where it lives.
It's where the Starlink lives. Let's get into the Garmin control system. So Noovo has selected the Garmin control system for this van. It has all of the features that you need. It has this very quick display for kind of where are things at. So here on the power screen, you can actually take a look at the 48 volt power system, which replaces the 12 volt system from some of their other vans. And this does come with a 5,000 watt inverter that I can turn on and off and control from this screen. The Mercedes does come with a secondary alternator, which allows for faster charging and charges at 5,000 to 7,000 watts. So up on the roof, you've got 330 watts of walkable solar panels. All right, so let's move on to the climate control screen. So this is where you can control your hot water system. And this van does come with the Rixson heating system. So you have the in-floor heating, plus you have the continuous hot water system. So you can also use the diesel heater to heat up the system, the engine, or shore power, all to heat up that system and keep the van very comfortable. You can also control the max air fan, which is right here above me, from this system as well. Here on the lighting screen, this is where you can go in and control all of your lights. You can turn them on, off, dim them. You have access to all the lights in the van. So some of your other controls, you've got your heating pads for your tanks, you've got your water pump controls, and your Starlink. You can turn it on and off from right here in this system. And then the last one is your water tank. So I can take a look and see how full you are in the water tank. So the capacity of the water tank is 35 gallons and it is underslung in the rear of the van where the spare tire would normally be mounted. And it is wrapped and insulated. So again, it is a true Four Seasons van. And you also have two gray water tanks, one for the galley side, one for the shower side. Their combined capacity is 38 gallons. One last feature that I almost forgot, you can download the Garmin app and have the same controls that you have on this system on your phone. So this is the Mercedes 3500 XD chassis. It's not the dual rear wheel, it's a super single. But we'll talk more about that when we get outside. This does have the 4-cylinder high output motor and is all-wheel drive. And both of the cab seats do rotate, so you just pull this little lever. And actually, I need to slide the seat forward to rotate it around.
Wow, that's easy.
So let's go ahead and head outside and take a look at some of the upgrades that Noovo has added to this van. So here on the back of the galley, you do have an exterior table, which is held in by magnets. Down below, you've got some storage. Hillary's got her shoes down here.
Do we want to take them out and show them?
Yeah. And you do have a couple of 120 volt AC outlets right here. All right, let's move on to the exterior of the van. So there's lots of upgrade options for the Mercedes. This one has the Owl Vans bumper on it with the bull bar. So underneath here we have the Falcon Shock front upgrade. And yeah, we've really put this to the test. So it does have some upgraded running boards. Let me shut this so you can see. Here in the back of the van, we again have some Falcon shocks with the upgraded leaf pack for the back of the van. And as I mentioned earlier, it does not have the dually, it has the super single here on the rear. Love the Noovo branding. So you have a 120 volt outlet here at the back of the van. Two of them, yep. As well as an optional exterior solar panel array connection. So it does have an awning. I'll put that out here in just a second. And I did forget to mention that that is controlled through the Garmin display inside the van. And this is actually self-supporting, super easy to set up. So you can extend this all the way out or stop at midpoint like I did. And the awning is self-supporting and does have a wind sensor on it, so it'll automatically close. Here at the back of the van, we've got some storage. These are by Rover Vans. So you can put all the things you don't want inside the van out here, and it functions as a table. On the driver's side, you've got your full-size spare tire, which is absolutely critical, especially in the off-roading that we've been taking this thing on. And there is a ladder with access to the roof of the van.
You need the camera with you. Ah! Oh my God.
We have to turn this baby around. Well, let's start in the front. Let me watch where I'm walking. Okay. So here we have our max fan at the front of the van, and there is a light bar right up there. You have your Girard awning. Which is self-retracting, controlled through the control system, the Garmin control system. You have 330 watts of walkable solar panels on the roof. There's actually two of them. You have a 120 volt Truma ducted air conditioner on the roof of the van. And what van wouldn't be complete without Starlink? You also have some rear lights here on the roof rack. And all of this and all of that is surrounded by this walkable roof. What do you think, Hillary?
Yeah, I love it.
It's just so high. I feel better than everyone else. For how high this van is, it's actually pretty easy to get up and down. So here on the driver's side, you have your gravity fill water connection, your 30 amp smart plug, some nice branding, and you've got some traction pads to get you out of a sticky situation. Although with this all-wheel drive suspension, I don't know if you're gonna need it. Down below, this is the exhaust for the diesel heater for the Rixson system. You have a gray tank hose holder, and then your gray tank dump valve right here. Wow, I just noticed these are the BF Goodrich KO3s. So these are supposed to have a better handling both on the highway, be a little bit quieter, and handle mud and dirt better. I think I've fallen in love.
Yeah.
It's my second love. You were my first love, Hillary.
Thank you.
This is my second.
Thank you.
It's got everything we need. There is a light bar.
All right, guys, this is the last part to the video. This is one of our favorite parts. We have the bed back up in the couch position. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Okay, you have the remote?
Yep.
Okay, so up here is your projector. Over here is your screen.
All right. Time to enjoy a movie.
I got some chips. I got a little soda. Cool little shelf right here. You get to relax against the couch / bed and watch a movie.
So what do you guys think? Did Noovo set a new standard in Class B vans? So let us know what you guys think of the Noovo Next. And if you want to see more, you can watch us live in it for 24 hours next week.